everyone, welcome to DevOps Info channel. Today we are going to talk about the topic the insider risk management. Yes, we know the insider risk can occur such as data leaks, unauthorized sharing of the sensitive information, where an employee might copy sensitive info data to an USB drive, for example, or either accidentally or with any malicious intent sharing them to an external email or exfiltrating them externally to other third-party cloud. So, having said that, we will see what are the offerings that is coming from the Microsoft Insider Risk Management. That's an offering from the Microsoft Purview, which is a robust solution that is specifically designed to help the organizations to detect, investigate, and mitigate such kind of internal risks. So when we talk about this insider risk management, that's the portal which we see right now. Because I have not prepared any presentation for this, I thought to just give an overview about it, and then we'll see the initial setup, and then we'll see how it is detecting. So it's a series of five steps. Today we are going to see only the first two steps, which is setup and investigation, and then I'm going to show you what are the things that it has been detecting, and the rest of the uh, other parts we'll be seeing in the upcoming videos. So, in overall, when we talk about the Microsoft Purview, the insider risk management solution, it's a comprehensive risk detection solution. Like, it uses a wide range of signals, especially that's coming from the Microsoft 365 and then other sources to identify the potential risks, like such as the data leaks and any security violations that's happening. Um, and the next thing that we need to keep in mind is it's actually privacy by design, which means like the platform is completely built with the privacy in mind, ensuring that the user data is always pseudonymized by default. That's also the case for the DLP. You can do that. And the next important part is it's the role-based access controls. With which only you'll be able to access these sensitive thing, and then all the audit logs is also recorded for the activities that's done by the admin to make sure that user level privacy is done. So it's privacy by design. And we'll coming to talk about the policies. You have the default policy templates, which we'll have a look at in few minutes. It's really good to get started with, and after that you'll be able to do a customizable policies, which like you can create a specific policies tailored to your organization needs to detect, manage various types of insider risk based on your requirement. And the interesting part is like it is an enhanced investigation tools. Like it provides a lot of advanced tools for investigating the potential risks, including the visual charts, which we will see. And also on top of that, it creates alerts and incidents, which is really good for your team to investigate. And the last thing is like uh, implementing this Microsoft insider risk management will definitely help to proactive manage and mitigate risks within your organization to make sure better security and compliance. So, having talked about that, let's take a look at how to get started. So, as you said, like it's a part of the Microsoft Purview offering. At the moment, when you come into the insider risk management, there's an overview section. So where you see what is the top recommended action. This comes initially. So to get started with, you just need to come into the recommendations. So in the recommendations, you see basically, I see it's divided into five categories. The first one is setup. The second one is investigation. Third one is fine-tune detection. The fourth one is comprehensive protection, and the last one is extended integration. So today we are going to take a look at only the first two, which is the setup and the investigation. So when we talk about the setup, like you see, like the first one, like turn on analytics to scan for potential risk. So what it does, it has a set of predefined templates or policy. So this runs daily and provide real time insights to help direct activity that's matters the most. And it also like the getting to know about the insider risk management. You can it's just an optional tutorial which you can go through it and understand what is insider risk management. And this one, like this is the configure the insider risk policies. Like here, like, you should define the risk settings that is applicable for your workflows. So you can do that, and then the create your first policy. So the moment when you create a first policy, these are the predefined templates that is helping to detect the risk activities. So in my case, I have just created the default the predefined templates. I'm going to show you what it is. So the moment when you follow these five steps for the first setup, you could see the policies coming over here. So here, the policy which we are going to talk today is this the one. So here, if you see the policy settings, in the policy templates, you have an option low coverage, medium coverage, and high coverage. So it's based on the user scope. Here I have selected all users, so it's a high coverage. The more the green, the more the better. So the triggering thresholds, I have set the custom threshold, and the policy indicators. These are the ones like downloading content from SharePoint. Just for example, I'm just doing, and then copying, mounting a USB to a device, creating or copying files to a USB, printing files, sharing SharePoint folders with people outside the organization. So these are the examples which I have created. And then if you talk about the policy settings, and if you see the detection, these are the detection options. I will edit and show you what are the things which I have done. So if you talk about the policy templates in the data lakes, you see in the data leaks, you see the DLP policy. Devices onboarded is optional, but I would always recommend to onboard your devices so that you can effectively utilize the Microsoft Purview offerings for your organization. And then you can set the triggering events, like I will show you the next part is like it just simply a name and description, and then it has the admin units. About the admin units to restrict the policy to a specific set of users. So the moment when you do this, it also it depends on the dependent on the administrative unit which is created in the intraday. And then users and groups, in my case, I'm just targeting for everyone. If you want to specific target to specific user and groups, you can do that. And the content to prioritize, here, I have not done anything in the content to prioritize because I'm just going ahead with the default ones. And the triggering event is the one, like what are the things that you need to trigger? Like for example, send any emails with attachment to recipient outside the organization, creating or copying files to USB. We have a lot of file copy to remote desktop session. So these are the good things. You'll be able to see where the data exfiltration is happening in your organization. Mm, and the moment when you have completed, and then you see the indicators, the indicator is something like in what instance like you're going to alert this, like number of activities, two per day. I've just reduced this by default. These are not the number of the threshold. I've just reduced all the threshold level to show the demo. And the moment when you click on next, the moment when this triggering thresholds is completed, you also have the indicators. And the indicators, like these are or these are all the indicators, like syncing from one drive, adding people outside organization, downgrading sensitivity labels. These are all the indicators. And then the moment when you click on finish, the policy is completed. So this is the policy which I was just using from the default template. So I have not made any changes. The moment when you complete this, it will take a few minutes to propagate, and then the clients to update, and whatever the changes, when it's reflected in your client, then if any such kind of activity is happening, you'll be able to see them. Let's see what's happening in our case. So in my example, you see the alerts. I see an alerts, like for a user called Satish. There's a data leaks quick policy, which is saying needs investigation. So the user alert, confirm all alerts and create a case. The moment when you click, it will do. But before that, I will show you what are the data exfiltration activities happen. Mm, like two emails sent to one recipient outside the organization, two emails sent to free public domains, and two emails sent to self. And if you scroll down, these are the top 10 extra data exfiltration activities for this user. File copy to removable media. Yes, for this example, I just copied five files. uh, to my USB disk, and then it's directed here. An email sent to external recipient, which is also seen, file upload to cloud. So the moment when you click on view all exfiltration activity, you see it here. And it is also drilled down and it gives you a very detailed information. I will show you. You see here, file copied to removable media. Yeah, you see the date. I don't know, for some reason it's the interface is not that great, but it was good. Okay, it was good in the other screen. Maybe I'm showing it in a song in a small screen. That's the reason you see like this. But if you see here, file copied to removable media, and then you see the file name, and also if you see here, it says the sensitive info type, sales and revenue. So these are the things which you can see. And also I just copied a file. I just copied an image to that removable media. It also says file copy to removable media, file name. When you further deep dive into these events, it would show more information. See, like for example, I've selected this file. It says like, okay, file created on removable media, file copied to removable media. It's application explorer.exe, because I was just using the user interface. And then you see the destination. It is also showing the destination, like this is the final the destination on my USB drive. And also it shows the media model, it shows the client IP, and from which device you have copied. And this is the object ID I just copied here. It's really good, right? It's giving me all the information. And similarly, if you go down, it gives all the other information. Like for example, this one is like email sent to the recipient vira7 at live.com. This is a public domain. This is my this is my live account. So in order for this demo, I just sent one of the external recipient presentation, which is directed here. So this is also a good data exfiltration that could happen. um, yeah, so if you see like this is done, and if you, for example, if you see this to be a, if your SOC team see this to be a really a valid data exfiltration activity, they can just click on confirm all alerts and create a case. And the moment after that is done, you would be able to see the cases created over here. And then they would be able to do the further investigation and do that. And apart from that, you also have the other things, like for the users and reports. We will have a look at that in the upcoming videos, because today I want to show you an example of how to set it up initially, and then see the detection mechanism. We see even copying the files to the USB drive is being detected with this policy. We see the data, we see the data leaks quick policy is being triggered, and it says status needs a review, which means this user seems to do some data exfiltration activity, which is really good, right? And then post this, we would be able to do further drill down and see what are the things that's happening. So as I said, like implementing Microsoft insider risk management can definitely help us in proactive manage and mitigate the risks from within your organization. And then it is also giving better security and compliance. So having said that, we got an overview of what is the insider risk management and how to get started with the default the quick data leaks quick policy from the templates. And then in the coming videos we will see the rest of the part, and then we will proceed further on this insider risk management topic. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you.